What's up, guys? Twintuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive into messages for the Divine Feminine Collective, and we'll see what it is you should focus on at this time. I don't know what's happening on your journey, but I do know what the twin flame journey, sometimes the feelings for your Divine Masculine or the connection to them can feel pretty overwhelming, and it can feel like it consumes us, okay? So I feel like this reading is going to go out for many of you who need to realign or refocus or take a break from the journey. It could feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to pull away. I don't know how to stop longing or missing them, whatever the case is. I feel like a lot of the key to overcoming that energy is to take action in your own life. Take a good look at where it is you are, the habits that you're keeping, the routines that you're keeping, and start getting organized. Like, pull your socks up in your own life and start pouring into you, okay? So maybe the cards will reveal things that might slap Divine Feminine, okay? You're going to be like, hand over mouth. Oh my God, you know what? The cards are right. Twintuitive's right. What am I doing? Pouring into this. They're not even reciprocating. It feels more like, giving and there's no receiving. So it's okay, go easy on yourself, because lessons of discernment on the journey is really important, okay? It's going to help you in so many other areas of your life, and although you're pissed off at your Divine Masculine right now, you can always see that they're here to show you and teach you these lessons like nobody else is going to, okay? It's not, the lessons aren't going to slap as hard on the journey, okay? So yeah, Divine Feminines, this is what your masculines are triggering you to refocus on by acting hot and cold, or by, triggering you with no communication, or it feels like they're backing away, okay? What is the universe trying to signal to you to focus on during this time of separation? Okay, let's start there. We have the moon energy, which in itself represents the Divine Feminine energy. So it could be that powerful epiphanies are going to come through, and you don't need to be in contact with them for this to come up right now. Let go of worry and fear and the understanding the truth of a situation. Can we get clarity on that as well with the truth? Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Okay, there it is. Maintain a balance of home and work life. So I don't know if you two know each other at work. I'm hearing that could be significant. I'm also hearing that someone's energy has been affected, like your work. And if you're the Queen of Wands, whatever you do for work, it represents part of your passion, because it also says talented, friendly, brilliant, loyal. I feel like you've been having trouble showing up as like the best version of yourself. Like, usually when you're at work, you're the life of the party. You're usually fresh and full of ideas, but with the moon energy here, you've been having such an influx of energy from coming through from your masculines, feeling in love with them, feeling all of their emotions, but all of a sudden, they'll come in and they'll come out, and it causes a lot of worry and fear. Okay, the moon card is representing a lot of your hidden feelings, that you are deeply connected to them. Yes, they do deeply love you. Yes, but you're not meant to be consumed by this energy. Okay, discipline, self-control. Okay, now is time to practice certain rituals that command that nothing gets into your space or your energy, especially if it's going to distract you away from your purpose, right? If it's going to stop you from showing up as that bad bitch that maybe others need in society, in your community, wherever it is you are, okay? Maybe I feel like what's happening too with the Queen of Wands energy is a lot of you are going to reemerge from some kind of hermiting. I feel like heartbreak energy with the moon card as well. Many of you are having to understand the truth of a situation, like, we're just not good for each other right now, or being in contact while we're both in third-party situations, or while one of us are in third-party situations. It's just not going to work. Like, no matter how hard we try to do this, if both of us aren't reciprocating, it's not going to work. So many of you, again, might be learning really strong lessons about discernment, reciprocation. If you're pouring into someone, they damn well should be pouring into you too. Okay, twin flame journey or not, you're not here to save anybody. Okay, so these are powerful epiphanies that are coming through. Back to business with the Queen of Spring energy here. Okay, as soon as you guys are able to let go and bring yourselves back into a space of centeredness, protection, do very feminine things like create rituals in your life, create affirmations, like call in protection for yourself, and get focused again, because I feel like somebody needs you or your community needs you. It says believe in yourself. You have the ability to help others believe in themselves. I don't know what you guys may do for work, or it could just be your presence with like your family or your friends. Lately, you haven't been feeling that spunk, or you haven't been feeling that motivation, because it's like, hey, in the background, whoa, life is going on here. I'm getting my heart broken on this twin flame journey. But maybe you can't express that to a lot of people in your immediate circle or life. So a lot of you in the feminine energy have been fighting this silent battle, but I'm here to let you guys know that you're very powerful, okay? And you have the ability to call in protection. You may feel alone in your community, but you're not alone in the spiritual world. You have so many guides watching you and rooting for you because they know you've got big fish to fry. You have the Magician card here, which says you could do anything, okay? It's time to take back charge of your life. Many of you are not meant to be small, timid, heartbroken by like the rejection of this all. Sometimes that rejection is your protection, right? It's your protection because this person, they have to learn to reciprocate when they lose you. It's a hard lesson to learn, but it's like, sometimes somebody has to lose you in order to learn, what they really had. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone, okay? Many people throughout, this lifetime and many lifetimes have learned this lesson, and I feel like that is probably what's happening. Like, the minute you let go of this person, you'll start seeing the balance again pour back into your life. A lot of you could be mothers out there as well. I'm getting with this Queen of Spring energy. You'll start seeing like your energy come back. All of a sudden you're like, wait a second, let me look at what's in front of me here. I have so much to be grateful for. I've got a beautiful home. I've got beautiful kids. If many of you don't have kids, it's like you have a beautiful space. Maybe you have beautiful pets. It's like, hey, I have a great job. Like, I have great friends. Like, I need to get out there more and really just exude and share my energy again. So that's what the Magician is telling you. Okay, it says you can manifest what you need to be a success. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles here, the Eight of Autumn. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Excellent craftsmanships and long-term projects. So again, lots of messages for the Divine Feminine Collective to really get going on your work life and home life. Create some balance there. Many of you may be awakening to time as well. Like, time, we don't get back time, guys, okay? Make sure that you're being supported in every areas of your life. Make sure that you're making time to fulfill your desires, whatever makes you feel alive. A lot of you have certain things that you want to turn into businesses, but you need a balance between, like, I feel like, work, and then maybe many of you are coming home and you're taking care of the kids. Create more structure there maybe. Ask for support where you need to ask for support, because carving out time for you to focus in on like furthering your education in some way, or like bringing your voice to life. Like, many of you are prepping or learning. You have been doing this for a really long time, and I feel like the universe has been gently nudging you that, hey, you already have everything that you need in order to move forward, okay? You already have the idea, whatever it is. And some of you might be feeling like, where am I going to find the time to do all of this? Call in that support that you need. And I'm also hearing boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Draw those boundaries. Ask for support where you should be getting support. For some of you, this might be like at work. Maybe many of you are carrying a bigger workload than you need to. That's why we have the Queen of Wands saying balance home and work life, right? Maybe many of you are spending too much time at work, and that's where your twin flame is at. It is time to say, hey, listen, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not just taking on extra work hours just to be around you, and all I'm getting is just this back and forth energy. It's like, no, I've been like doing overtime here when I really should just be at home. Like, I should be at home loving on my family, taking care of my home. My laundry's behind, like housework's behind. Like, what am I really doing here? And I feel like the more you guys end up nurturing whatever it is you need to nurture at home, the more these ideas are going to come flowing through. Like, whoever you are, Divine Feminine, I feel like you're meant to be doing a lot with your own energy at this time, and that's exactly what your masculine came here to show you, that these are the things that you really need to be putting focus and effort into, versus trying to pour into them, and why it is they're not, messaging you back, or why it is they're not calling, or why they're not getting going on their karmic situation. All of that is taking valuable time and energy away from you. Many of you may be, you may need to get going on creating more structure and harmony in like your own space. Maybe many of you are worried about your divine masculine's karmic relationship when you haven't even dealt with your karmic situation, right? Maybe, many of you are taking a good look at the home and work-life balance that you have in your own space. It's like, never mind what they have going on. Am I getting enough time for me? Am I getting enough time to really self-actualize and focus on my purpose, my talents, what I want to do in this world? Or am I being weighed down by too many responsibilities? Okay, so let's get one more card for the Divine Feminine. What is your best course of action right now? What is the best thing that you can do to get your feet moving? Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups coming through. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Okay, so confusion that arises from over-analyzing the options. Okay, so make a decision, follow through, and stick to it. Some of you are procrastinating. It could be in the area of going back to school or practicing your craft a little bit more. Again, you feel like you're being weighed down by too much, and a lot of you are doing too much, to be quite honest with you. That's why boundaries are going to be a big thing. Many of you are focusing in on like over-giving in the wrong areas. You're not carving out enough time for yourself to do your mission work, and that is why you're exhausted. That is why you are depleted, and that's why many of you can internally feel like something's missing or like the time is ticking and you haven't done squat. And then when you look around your life, you're like, but wait a second, bills are paid, the house is running smoothly. Why am I still feeling like I'm not doing enough? And it's because your spiritual work, it needs time. Many of you are not getting time to focus on you because you're giving too much to others. Okay, the last message for you is the Ten of Pentacles. Take steps to ensure financial security of your children and other loved ones, making wise investments, planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So clearly this is very important to you. Along with the Three of Springs, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There's more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So some of you have some really big decisions to make, but I feel like what's most prominent is a happy home life for you. Stability, money, a happy home. That is what's most important to you. And you're going to start taking a very close look as to whether or not you're really, truly experiencing a peaceful, happy home. Not just the bills being paid and the house being clean and, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, whatever's going on, it's like, what is going on inside of my temple, inside of my home? What am I not doing with the extra time that I should be creating some kind of life balance, work balance at the same time? I feel like some of you are yearning to express another side of yourself or express more harmony or create more harmony in your home, and instead it's been feeling like working on autopilot. Okay, financial security could be a big thing right now, so maybe focusing on a budget or focusing in on your finances. Okay, planning out like a spending plan monthly, learning about your finances. That could be a really big thing for you, Divine Feminine. Sometimes it can be really scary to think about those things or take on those challenges, but I feel like maybe that could be a big message for you in terms of this Ten of Pentacles, because that's going to bring you a lot of stability if you're able to secure financial stability for yourself and your children. Maybe the universe is screaming at you to pour more focus into this. You can do it. You've had big goals and something's been pulling on your energy. Okay, it's time to be disciplined. It is time to be focused. It is time to call in protection, maybe spend more time on prayer. That's why I'm saying ritual is going to be a really big thing coming up for you right now. You're going to need to carve out time in order to pray, so that way you can connect to self and source again. And then once you start doing that, believe me, everything will start falling into place for you to be able to organize and structure your life in a way where you're going to start seeing results. Okay, many of you are not going to be afraid to pick up the phone, like spruce up your resume, like enroll in that program. Like you're going to get shit rolling, and then you're going to start seeing the abundance flowing in. It's not going to feel so scary, or you're not going to feel so weighed down by certain things in your environment. Okay, but prayer is really important. Okay, all right. I love you guys. If you'd like a personal session with me, reach me over at hipsy.com or wizio.com for recorded readings. I do have memberships as well, videos in there that are more on the 18 plus side. For those of you who are experiencing just certain deeper themes of the journey. Okay, so check those out if you guys are interested. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.